Hey guys, it has been a really long time since I last did a curly hair routine video, so I'm gonna go ahead and do another one. I also have never shown you guys how to do an apple cider vinegar rinse, so I'm gonna include that in today's video too. Here are the products in order that I will be using, along with a fan because it gets really hot and I start sweating, and it's really nice to have nice cool airflow while I'm blow drying my hair. For the apple cider vinegar rinse, you're going to want the apple cider vinegar with the mother. This has the healthy bacteria that were used to create the apple cider vinegar, and it's actually really good for your skin and hair. You'll want 1 part apple cider vinegar and 3 parts water. What I use is half a cup of apple cider vinegar, and I just put it into a cheap solo cup, and then 1.5 cups of water. This is going to be very full. There we go. Try not to spill on the way to the bathroom. Almost forgot 2 key ingredients to this whole process: a dryer with a diffuser attachment and a microfiber towel. Let's get started, shall we? Oh, yes. I don't know if I should really do this wash day, because that is the look, guys. Hey, how you doing? Is that a toilet in your room, or are you just happy to see me? Out with warm water. Nice slinging. Wet the hair down completely. Now that my hair is completely soaked, I'm going to take that apple cider vinegar mixture and, oh, it's cold. Just dump it, about half of it, over my head, and then I'm going to stop, and I'm going to scrub my head really good. Last half. So cold. And do the whole thing over again, scrub. And the great thing about the apple cider vinegar is that it will release any buildup that's on your scalp or on your hair, and basically acts like a cleanser. So you don't need to use any other cleansers on top of it. And I do this apple cider vinegar rinse like once a week or once every couple washes. Don't worry, the apple cider vinegar smell will go away once your hair is dry. This whole process, you may smell it, but you won't smell like apple cider vinegar after your hair is dry. Okay? Now I'm going to take my Devacurl Decadence conditioner and just a little bit. And I'm just going to spread it over. And then I'm going to start the detangling process. During this process, I want to keep my hair nice and lubed up, and I can do that by keeping lots of conditioner and a mixture of water and conditioner throughout my hair. Ow. And if you hit like a really bad knot, don't just like yank it out. Treat it like a delicate necklace and just gently pull it apart like this. I don't normally have a ton of those, so I'm just gonna keep combing my fingers through. Okay, now I'm hitting some of those knots that I just told you I don't get. Okay, so once I hit a really tangly spot, I take more conditioner, just a little bit, and I spread it on that area. And if that doesn't help, you can add a little bit of water. And that kind of makes it more slick and easier to get through. I'm gonna use warm water again. turn the pressure down all the way. Now it's just kind of like a trickle. And I'm just going to do a light rinse. You're not rinsing out your hair completely. You're just basically adding water enough to where it's like super drippy wet. You see how milky that is coming out of my hair? You want your hair to be milky. Alright, now I'm going to take just a little bit more of conditioner. Spread it over again. And this time, I'm going to pay more attention to keeping my curl groups together. So what I mean by curl groups is the hairs that naturally form together to make a curl. You can call them curl groups or curl families. And I'm going to take just a little bit more conditioner. And this time, I'm going to go from the bottom, like this. And I'm going to scrunch that conditioner into my hair. Just like that. It seems like a lot of conditioner, but I promise you, your hair probably needs it. I'm not really doing anything, but I like to look in between my curls and see like all these little pieces that are hanging out with no curl families. I like to go in between those and bring them into my curl families. So I just kind of finger comb through those. This is basically called the rake and shake. So I take the back of my curls and just rake them together and then shake them. Hence, rake and shake. Alright, now that I'm all conditionered up, I'm just going to add a tiny bit of water. Like that. And then I'm going to take my Kinky Curly Knot Today leave-in conditioner. Just a little bit of that too, guys. And I'm just going to smooth it over. Just like that. And then scrunch. I'm going to take my LA Looks gel. And rub my hands together. And then just gently like kind of pet my hair with this. I don't want to get like huge clumps of gel because I always get like these patches of dry flaky gel back here after my hair is dry. And it's annoying. So I'm just going to spread that. And as you can see, my hair is completely drippy wet throughout this whole process. You need lots of water, not only to hydrate your hair, but to help kind of distribute the product through evenly. Now that I've applied all of the products for my hair, I'm going to use the microfiber towel for two different things. First of all, I'm going to get all of the water out of my ears and off of my face. Alright, and then I'm going to flip my hair completely upside down. I'm going to start at the bottom, and we're going to go, just hold it gently. I'm not squeezing really hard, I'm not squishing a bunch. I'm literally just letting the towel soak up some of the extra moisture. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. Just hold it for a few seconds on each side. Drying is my least favorite part of the whole process because it takes forever. By the way, this is not a very flattering angle for me, but it is a very flattering angle for my curl groups. As you can see, everything's all nice and formed together. And you want to do what you can not to separate these curl groups. The blow dryer is nothing fancy. It's just like a $20 Revlon from Walmart. It doesn't even have the back vent anymore. The most important thing is that you have a diffuser. This is just so that when you're blow drying your hair's not like blowing all over the place, because that causes a lot of frizz. I'm also going to be using this on the, you can't even see the settings anymore, but it's going to be on low speed and the lowest heat possible. You can even use the cold setting if you want to, but nobody's got time for that. No, I am not done. I'm maybe like 25% dry at this point. My ends are still pretty drippy, but the roots are getting kind of dry. So at this point, by the way, you're gonna want to keep your gel handy, because this is, again, just like a personal preference. I literally take like that much, and it seems kind of counterproductive considering you're adding more water. But I wet my hands, kind of watered down that gel that's on my hands, make it really thin and watery, and then I just scrunch that in from the bottom up, and that just kind of seals the gel cast that I'm creating. And I'll show you what the gel cast is if you don't know. And that's once my hair is dry. Now that my roots are a bit drier, I'm going to start going from the ends up, kind of in a scrunching motion like I showed you earlier, like this with it. Still low speed and low heat. I still have a ways to go before my hair is 100% dry, but I just wanted to pause and let you guys know that as you're drying your hair, you may notice that it feels kind of dry and crunchy. That is okay. That is a good thing. It's called a gel cast. And what a gel cast is good for is keeping your curl groups together while you're drying, and it helps prevent frizz once it's totally dry and softened. Once my hair is completely dry, I will show you how to get rid of that crunchiness. Now that my hair is finally dry, I'm going to show you what's called scrunch out the crunch. But first, I'm going to take care of a little something here. So I got these bangs cut a few weeks ago, something like that, and they like to stick together. They try to clump all together, but I take these individual curl groups and separate them just so that I've got a little bit more definition to my bangs. Kind of got like a swoop bangs kind of thing going on. So I just gently separate those guys. Now I'm gonna flip my head upside down. And by the way, my hair is 100% dry. And I'm going to turn off this fan so it's not blowing my hair everywhere. And then I'm just going to scrunch and squeeze. And this will soften that gel cast that I told you about, so that you just have soft, bouncy curls or waves. And as it softens, it'll get easier to feel when it's still crunchy. So you can already see the difference between gel cast and no gel cast. Now once most of the ends are nice and soft, hold on, I get that side. Now that the ends are pretty soft, I like to go in underneath and behind and just kind of massage my scalp. I try to be gentle and not cause too much friction. You may get a little bit more volume if you're a little more aggressive with it, but I care more about less frizz than more volume. So now that it's mostly softened up, I'm just going to go ahead and get my part situated. And my hair naturally flows this way. So I'm just gonna take curl by curl and figure out how I want it. I like a larger portion on this side. So that's how I'm gonna kind of situate it over there. And if you see like little frizzy bits, you can either just leave them alone or you can obsess over them like I do and just take a little tiny bit of water and pet those little thingies down. And then I just kind of get all these little hairs in the place that I want them. And just be very gentle not to separate your curl groups, because that'll cause frizz. Boom, boom, boom. And I just kind of do a little shuffling, a little bit more scrunching to get any crunchy bits out. There we go. And then for this side, I don't know what is going on with that big old clump. It's pretty tangled together. There we go. Okay. So that is my full hair routine video. Not much has changed since my 2018 version. But I figured some people might want an updated video. So there you go. Let me know if you have any questions and I will be glad to answer them in any way that I can. Full disclosure, I do not have all of the answers for all of the curl types. And my routine may not work for you, so you gotta look into other people's routines as well. Find what works for you.